Today we're going to be talking about the Splattershot Pro. It is the longest range out of the Splattershot weapons and will get players used to the backline anchor roll in Splatoon 3. The Splattershot Pro has an effective damage range of 3 meters where it will do 42 damage, making it a 3-shot splatter, and it will do damage up to 3.5 meters where it is still a 3-shot splatter. Although the fire rate is slow, it is still efficient at splattering and also being able to outrange most of the bullet weapons in Splatoon 3, giving you an advantage at long range. The weapon is decently accurate with low spread, which will help you getting the long distance splatters, but the spread combined with the slow fire rate and the fact that the weapon drains through ink fast means the tapping capabilities are low for this weapon. The Splattershot Pro is long-range anchor weapon. Your job in a match is to stay back and support your team from behind, where you will be able to stay alive and provide a super jump spot for your team. Use your range to your advantage, where you can outrange weapons such as the 52 gal, dualies and blasters. If you get in a situation that requires you to be in a close range fight, the weapon can win some gunfights at close range with good movement and accuracy. But it is better to just try and avoid these situations. The weapon may not be great at turfing, and most weapons will outpace it with turfing, but if you have some downtime with no opponents, you can still get the turf that you require for some special points. Since you'll be at the back line, outranging people, the close range weapons will try and get a sneak attack on you, so be aware of your surroundings at all times and try to stop it before it happens. If someone does get the jump on you, the weapon can fight at close range, but also running is an option. Just make sure when you set up in a spot you always have an escape route and try and avoid getting splattered while running. If you're being pushed by multiple opponents and your team is not there to assist you and you don't have a decent escape route, super jumping away to a teammate or back to spawn to stay alive is a better option than getting into a fight that may be unwinnable. You'll be able to get back to a better super jump spot for your team quicker. When fighting similar range weapons or longer range weapons such as charges, a head-on gunfight will not be good. So in this case it would be better for you to get a sneak attack where you would have the advantage. When you shoot, it will give away your position on the map and to people who are looking at you. So if you're being pushed, it can sometimes be better to hide in ink and wait for people to come to you so you can get the sneak attack on them. The sub-weapon is the angle shooter. It will fire in a straight line and bounce off walls. If this line hits an opponent, it will deal 30 damage and reveal their location for a short period of time. The line will stay on the map for a few seconds, and if an enemy walks through it, their position will be revealed, but they will not take the 30 damage from that initial angle shooter. The angle shooter has a long range, longer than the primary weapon. This complements it well, since if you get 2 shots on an opponent and they start to run, you can fire the angle shooter at them to finish them off. The reveal location is also very useful. You can spot out enemies trying to get a sneak attack that will help your survival of you and your teammates. The special is the crab tank. It is a giant crab mech that has 2 firing modes, a long range gun and an explosive blaster. The weapon outranges the Splattershot's Pro, so it goes well with its playstyle and will let you get a few extra kills. You are not invincible in the crab tank. Players can shoot your Inkling character from behind or from in front if they're using a charger and aiming above. So, you should be aware of your surroundings before using the tank. Using the same trigger that you would to swim will make you go into ball form in the crab tank. Your movement will not be great, but it will protect you. Also, when the time expires for the crab tank and you go out, the time that you will be invulnerable for is not long, so be aware of the timer. The crab tank can be good for holding an area such as a splat zone and getting kills at long range. Some gear that I would recommend for the Splattershot Pro is Ink Saver Main, Ink Saver Sub and Ink Recovery Up. The Splattershot goes through ink very fast, and you will often find yourself with no ink to be in a gunfight, so getting the extra is important. The most important being Ink Saver Main. You'll have the ink for a few angle shooters and still be able to fire out enough shots to get a splatter. I would also recommend special charge up. Because the crab tank builds up slow, you will be able to get it more frequently and use it more often. Swim speed up can also be very useful to get in the range that you are best for being in a gunfight. 2 subs will give you the same ability as a lightweight weapon, such as the Splattershot Junior. Having 1 sub of quick super jump up will massively decrease the time it takes to start up a super jump. The super jump may be very useful, not only for getting in the action, but also running away when you are being pushed by multiple enemies, and will help you stay alive. This can also be comboed with stealth jump for getting into the action to keep you and your teammates hidden from charges. These are the gear slots I would recommend and what worked for me. What works for you may differ slightly, so test out the weapon and see what works for you. If you have enjoyed and this has been helpful, leave a like and consider subscribing. Comment what weapon I should cover next. Until next time, see ya.